Hey guys, Infidel1258 here. I want to do another follow-up video on 3 more advanced tips for Splinterlands success so that you can grow your cryptocurrency stacks by spending your time and attention. So I did a video with 5 beginner tips. This is kind of more intermediary, and these are not all free. The third tip of these 3 is not free. But let's hop into the game and I'll show you. First tip. You're going to want to select one splinter that you know that you have strength in. I happen to have strength in, my favorite splinter is probably blue, which is water. And so I'm going to show you the cards, a few of them. Come into my card deck, look specifically at the water element, and then I can show you some of my better cards. You need to know what your team is comprised of, and you need obviously to have a tank, and then you need some support characters like a healer, armor production, repair, speed increases, and then damage on the back end like archery or magic. What I like to play with is this sea monster on the front end. He does 5 damage. He's got 11 hit points. This is all at the level 9 monster level. So he's 1 level away from being full. He's got a decent speed. He's got self-heal, and he's got thorns, which does damage to an enemy that is attacking him with melee. And then I almost always follow up with the genie, because the genie has 5 hit points. He has the strengthen modifier, which makes all friendly monsters have 1 more hit point. He's got flight, which makes him harder to hit, and he does 3 magic damage, which is quite a bit of magic damage. He does cost 6 hit points, but again, that extra strengthen is very important for my type of build. I make the sea monster have 12 hit points because of that, and then I throw on in the 3rd position a Crustacean King, which is going to throw armor on my sea monster and armor on my genie, and give a 2nd heal to my tank. If there's enough mana in the given game, I'm going to throw in I'm probably going to throw in the Ruler of the Seas to silence my enemy's magic, to increase speed on my own monsters, and to do blast damage to their front end, which hurts both the 1st and 2nd position. So I've got a lot of strength on my water squad, and that's what you need to do. You need to you need to decide which of the splinters you really enjoy playing, maybe which you've gotten lucky in terms of acquiring certain cards that are very helpful, and then run with that. Use that as your ace up your sleeve, make that your ace pitcher, and just play that deck as often as you're able. That's tip number 1. Tip number 2 is know your enemy. So we're going to hop into a game, and we're actually going to try and assess our enemy's strengths and weaknesses based on the data that is provided to us on the matchup screen. The game is going to tell us, once we match with a player, who they like to play, which splinter they've played over the last 5 rounds, which monsters they've chosen in those previous 5 rounds, which summoner they've chosen, and then with the playable splinters, we can determine whether or not they are hamstringed. So look, this guy likes to play green, which is the earth. He likes to play Lyanna, I think her name is, the summoner, which is going to give an extra hit point to every one of her monsters. She likes to use that Arianus, that guy, I forget what his name is, that legendary monster, but he only is level 1. That is not scary at all. I can tell just based on the monster levels that I'm going to steamroll this guy. Mind you, he's got the really expensive summoner. Nah, I'm going to roll over this guy. So that helps me understand right there. I know his strength is not as high as mine, not even close. And his rank is 2660. Mine's about 3000. Another part of knowing your enemy is really understanding the game rules. I already talked about that in beginners, but you need to know what all these rules of combat mean and how to best play them, what monsters you can utilize when magic is not available, what monsters you should be playing when all ranged and magic monsters have snipe. And then mana cap is 99. That means I can play all my highest characters. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to run my dragon so that I can do dragon/water and pick all the heavy hitters. We'll put my sea monster up front. Despite what I said earlier, I can't play magic in this round. Therefore, I'm not going to be playing. I'm not going to be playing that magic. The sea genie, like I kind of said I would. Always him, because even though he's a cheapie, that heal and that shield are so important. Snipe. He's got snipe. I'm going to put Kraken on the back end. But see how this goes. I think I'm going to win this one. So tip 1, specialize. Choose one splinter and kick butt with that one splinter. And that's everything from understanding your strengths and weaknesses to buying or collecting specific cards, trying to focus intently on making that one splinter stronger. 2, know your enemy. That means understanding the teams that they commonly play and how to counter it, knowing the rules of the given match and how to utilize those to your benefit, and then understanding your own ace team to kind of combat the particular enemy in front of you. Like, these guys are nowhere near as strong as me. Mind you, this summoner is going to increase the archery damage provided by all of these guys. So we'll see how this plays out. Because every one of them has snipe, they're all going to focus fire onto this guy, which is okay because he's got heavy hit points. And oh yeah, they're going to focus fire onto him because the Kraken's got the taunt ability. And I don't even care about this guy. I put him there because he's 12. He costs 12. The game type was 99 mana cap, and just to be a damage suck, like a tank essentially. You can put him on the back end and accomplish that function because of this taunt. Again, knowing the abilities of your own team and how to play against what you're going to be facing, because this is a lot of damage, but it's not a lot of damage when I play it like this. Like I put this gelatinous cube there. I had that other tank at the back end. My monster and this guy are gonna rip through him. Plus that guy, it's just there's no way this guy's gonna win. Let's fast forward. See, the flight function is certainly helpful. I'm missing him regularly because he's got flight, but it really just it's a matter of time. It doesn't matter. If I miss the next 5 rounds, I've got 14 more to go. Every game goes up to round 20, assuming you aren't finishing each other off. And at the end of the game, if you ever make it that far, the game just starts damaging your units until one team or the other or both die. So I won that one. So tip 1, choose your best splinter and know it inside and out, and the pros and the weaknesses, the pros and the cons of that team. Tip 2, understand your enemy, including the rules of the specific match in front of you. And then tip 3, when you understand the weaknesses of your favorite splinter, utilize the dark energy crystals that you're unlocking just by playing the game. Look, does it show me how many I got that time? No. Every win you get, you unlock dark energy crystals, and every time I've got 4,700 here right now. That's about probably $3 US dollars worth of dark energy crystals. I can use that to make any one of my splinters stronger, very selectively choosing monsters that will fit a specific need to improve my team. And I do that with peakmonsters.com. Come into peakmonsters.com, you're going to log in using your Steam Connect, so it's totally secure and safe. And then probably start with a summoner. If you don't already have a maxed out summoner, focus on the summoners. Come in here and look what's on sale. That's the first thing. Right now there's a bunch of summoners on sale because one specific player has been really dumping on the market. It's good news for you, good news for me. This Dario Dragon Scale is an excellent monster summoner to have if you can max it out, because whenever you pick a dragon summoner, you're going to be able to play with two different summoners at once, because how it works is you click the dragon summoner and then you click a secondary splinter, and you're going to have access to all purple cards and all the cards of the second splinter that you choose, meaning that the purple is one of the most versatile splinters, because you're going to have so many different ways to play it, because you have access to theoretically every monster in the game. So you come in, you choose a monster as a monster that's going to help you. Probably you start with a summoner. You get at least level 4 summoner is going to get you up into the golds and fighting for even a low level diamond position. And for about $6 you can get probably probably $6 you can get a level 4 summoner. Right here. If you bought that one for $3.10 and you bought that one for $3.10, you'd need to buy one more for 60 cents. So call it $7 and you're going to be at level 4. That's going to unlock level 5 monsters of the common variety, level 4 rares, level 3 epics, and level 2 legendaries. That's going to put your team very competitive in the gold range. And that's going to be, 30, that's going to unlock 30 loot crates every season for you, every 15 days. So, and when you're trying to find deals in here, one of the best ways to do that is to actually deposit some Steam into your profile, into the Peak Monsters account profile, and then you set up bids. You come in here and you can find monsters on the market that you like, and you can bid on them. If you have Steam in your account, I have $17 worth of Steam in here. It's not a lot. It's only 80 Steam. And I set up these bids. Like I'm trying to get the Tortesian Chief, and I've requested to buy 10 of them, and I'm offering 60 cents per unit, and I've acquired 2. And so by using bids in this manner, you can offer less than the going rate and just wait. You have to be patient and see what happens, but it's a good way to save money and increase your power more effectively with by investing less and less, or investing as little as necessary. I'm just going to try and scroll down here and see if we can see how much that Tortesian. Come on. There we go. Okay. Tor. So just quickly run through it one more time. Tip number 1, have an ace up your sleeve. Know one team inside and out. Tip number 2, understand your enemy and the rules of the game. Tip number 3, come into the market and acquire specific units that would make your team much more powerful, whether that's summoners or monsters, and do so with bids rather than just buying them at market price. See, this Tortesian Chief is 73 cents per unit at the lowest offer. That's if I just went in and bought it straight from the market, I have to pay 73 cents. But currently, my bid is the highest bid for this card at 60 cents. So when people come in here and they say they want to sell their Tortesian Chief now, they just see me here offering 60 cents and they say, okay, fine, I'll just sell it to that guy for 60 cents rather than put it on the market and have to wait a few days or however long for it to actually sell. And one bonus tip in terms of when you're selecting units, or summoners to make your squad most effective. Like I said with the Dragon Splinter, if you develop the Dragon Splinter and your summoner on that Splinter, you're going to increase your power most dramatically because it's it can be utilized with various other Splinters. Same with these neutral monsters. This neutral monster can be played with any splinter. So those are 3 tips for you today, guys. Thank you so much for your time and attention, and stay tuned for more like this. God bless.